All right, welcome. So if you want to do this full process, I don't have the audio, like I'm not speaking about what I'm doing, but you can watch that in my previous video. I think I'm just kind of hanging out and talking. All right, so I want to paint this. So let's go to the body, which is so the body's all together. I want to use layers. So right now there's only one base layer. So if you go here, these are the layers. And this is the base layer, so that's what you normally paint on. If we add a layer, so let's say we just call this 1. Now if you go here to your scene, you'll see that there's this green. I'll click off of it. You can see this green, that means that there's layers. So depending on how many layers there are, I think it changes. Maybe not. There's something else that makes it change. I can't remember exactly what it is. Anyway, I'm going to paint on a new layer. So first, I'll stick with this color. But I want to take my paint and use the eyedropper. So that's where you can select the color. And then I can just adjust it from there. So first, I think I want to do maybe a lighter color. Usually for like the belly and maybe the snout. So we'll just try some different things out. I want to make sure I turn post-process off. That'll be way more efficient for our systems. Okay, so I want to make sure symmetry is on. If we go to symmetry and show line, you can see our symmetry is in good shape, straight down the middle of the character. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So first, maybe I want to do this little snout. Sometimes that's nice when it's a different color. So usually it comes out, and it may have a little curve to it. Something like that. Kind of like that. I'm going to go erase and make it really small. Maybe I can get this a little cleaner. There's other ways to get it really clean. If you want it really, really clean, what you can do is just go back to your paint tool. You can turn on dynamic topology. I don't know if I'm going to use it here, but we'll see. So where do we go? Where do I go? I can't remember. Okay, so in here, right next to your scene, you can go dynamic topology, and you can turn that on. So once that's on, it's going to make this really crisp because it's going to take the surface of the area and it's going to increase the resolution where you're using the tools. So that's what it does. But be careful with it because when you increase resolution, you're increasing the size. So you don't want to go too crazy with it. So, okay, so we have it on. And now I'm going to make this line. Let's make it a little bigger. See how crisp it is? So you can see it's kind of like night and day. So, if you really want it to be nice and clean, that's how you can do it. But if you look at the wireframe, you can see that it's very dense where the paint is. So that's the only caveat. Okay, so I guess I'll just leave it since I added it. I want to turn dynamic topology off. You can click it there, but I think sometimes when you go to other tools, it comes back on. So what you want to do is just go back here and then turn it off or disable it. Because sometimes you can use some other tools and accidentally leave it on and it will ruin everything. All right, so maybe the eyes are lighter too. Let's try that. See how that looks. You know what? I don't really like it. It's kind of boring. It's kind of boring. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete and add a new layer. This is going to be a little bit far out, but I think I want to do something like something dark, maybe a little more rough. Paint it dark and then paint like a skull face. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I'll put even a little bit of metal, a touch of metalness, just to kind of shake it up, make it a little pearlescent. So we'll go back to paint. And another thing, what I like to do is I'll add the paint, and then I might use dynamic topology just to do the outline and not like painting the whole thing, because that's just a waste. You know what I mean? If you make a big circle, just have the outline of the circle sharp. The middle, you don't need dynamic topology. So what will this skull actually look like? Let's just fart around and see what we get. So what if we do something like this? That might be too big. Is it too big? All right, let's see. So we want the bottom of it to be kind of like this. All right, so let's give him some nice face paint here. Oh, I like it so much already. It's so much fun. Okay, so now we have that, and maybe we want to do like, I might wind up using dynamic topology, to be honest. Oh, I think I accidentally undid. I think I like that. So I'm going to do erase, and maybe we'll do, oops. Oh no. Why was it showing? Oh, I was using paint. No, I want to be using paint. I'm so confused. Oh, you know what? That's what I did. I kind of messed up. This should actually be on, I should have done this on a new layer. This is all one layer, so that was kind of stupid of me. But that's okay. We can do this again. That's easy. So this is going to be black. We'll add a new layer. This is going to be skull. Same color, I think. Yep. So let's start here. Okay, looks good. Let's color this bad boy in. I wish I could drag and drop like Procreate. A lot of people actually tell me about, that should bring stuff into Procreate, but I'm a little jaded because I tried it when it first came out. I mean, I tried it I was just so confused, and I didn't really get it. So I just never used it again. Like, it didn't really seem too efficient. So I just never used it again. Maybe one day I'll try to use it again, but we'll see. No, I think I like it like that better. All right, so let's do something with this here. Let's do that. Maybe I want to take erase and make it a little more. Ooh, I like it. I love it. So now I can take erase and do what I wanted to do before. Something like that. I could always make it a little less sharp. I feel like the I feel like with this character, I at least need to make these a little more round so that it goes a little bit more with the character. I'm not sure if the straight lines, I kind of like that. I'll take it. You can always go back and forth and just, make it perfect till you're happy. Okay, so now what about, let me add a new one. I might merge this with Skull. Let's not call this Skull 2. I might merge it, but I might not. So what if he has like, something like this, and then he has like, something like that, like really simple, but I don't know, I like it. I'm digging it. I want to add something here, but I don't know what. It would be kind of nice to have the bones back here as well, but now I'm just kind of having fun with it. Oh, I love it. I like this. Honestly, I would say that like doing things like this is just so fulfilling to me. It's so much fun. I love it. If you couldn't tell. I almost accidentally clicked a different part of the ear. That takes away from it for some reason, I feel like. We'll just do something like, yeah. Something on his buns? No, we'll leave everything else the same. I don't want to go too crazy. Maybe we'll give him like nice white palms. This is one of the reasons why I think it's really important to make sure that your symmetry is on point. Otherwise, I mean, when you can, since this is just a character who's symmetrical, it works out really well. Oh no. As I say that, oh, you know what? As I was saying that, the reason why this is messed up, let me turn symmetry off, is because remember that with the arms, I had to mask them and push and pull them down independently. So that's why the symmetry is messed up. But as far as the other paint, it's a lot easier when your symmetry is intact. All right, so let me paint this one. love the white palms. I'm digging it. And maybe we'll do like... Oh, symmetry's off. You butt monkey. I love it. I'm saving it. Okay, so once you have something you like, you can touch it up as needed. I'll touch this up a little bit. Looks good. And now I'm gonna go in with, you know, I could either do white or I could do erase. Maybe I'll just do erase with dynamic topology. I'll enable it. And then we can just go in here and make this look absolutely perfect. And people will comment and say, how did you get such crisp lines? Wait, something's not working. Something is not working the way I intended. Okay, I get it. So let me merge those two layers, and then it should work. There we go. Turn dynamic topology on. Nice and clean. We'll do the rest of this too. This is the more difficult part. You kind of want to do it in one stroke. Maybe I'll try this way. When you use more than one stroke, it kind of like wastes. It's not as efficient. I'm going to try just using the paint. That was almost perfect. I lost it a little bit here. Let me switch to erase. All right, that's pretty good. Doesn't need to be too perfect. I might need to add a little bit of white there, though. Did I accidentally undo something? It looks like I did. Let me add some white here. Okay. Yeah, this brought the size up a lot, but you know what? I don't care. I'm all for doing things efficiently when I can, but you know, I'm not trying to do anything crazy with this. I'm making art. Why does it not look as good as I want it to look? That's good enough. I'll take that. All right, here, let's just do... Oh, see, that undo always gets me. Always gets me. Okay, noise. Turn symmetry off because these are not symmetrical. And I'll just clean up this black here. .48 is going to be so, it's going to be so high, the resolution. It's kind of hard to, it's hard to do. I don't really like doing things that are like super high resolution, but I actually haven't painted anything really elaborate in a while. And I should do it more. See, it's like such a waste when I go over something multiple times. All right, let's turn erase off. Let's turn dynamic topology off. And just try to color this the normal way. Because you can see where there's like a break. I don't think anyone will ever see this really, but I see it. Okay, that looks good. So the last part, we'll turn symmetry on and dynamic topology, and we'll just clean this up a little bit. We'll turn it off. We'll continue to erase all of this. I don't know where this came from. Why do I still see it? It's not at 100? That's so weird. Oh, it must be a pressure thing. Somehow the paint, like pressure, was not letting me get rid of it. Okay. Oh, you know what else I was thinking? For the eyes, let's see. You know, skulls usually have like something like that, you know? So let's go ahead and turn on, back on our dynamic topology. I kind of like that. I kind of like where it bows out a bit. I like it. It would actually be cool if it was maybe even a little bit more. How does that look? What do we think? Does that make it look weird? Okay, it looks pretty good, but I'm not 100% sold. So when I'm not 100% sold, I just have fun and experiment. And that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll take the erase, and maybe if I like, whoops. Interesting. Interesting, but not sold. Oh, I think that might be it. That might be it. The like offsetness kind of just feels good, right? I think it feels good. Let's do white. It's pretty clean actually. But since it's like a focal point, I'll just clean it up. I guess white is easier. Hmm. We'll leave it. I'm gonna leave it and make these. What color should we make them? We'll make them pink. Or you know what? We can make them black. Actually, let's take the color of this and make them that color. Yes. Now, do we want to color in these eyeballs? That is a dilemma. Because we could add a new layer for them. What is this? Oh yeah, it's in a mirror. That's good. Because we could always... How do I want to paint this? You could go to your paint settings and you could do... Let's see. You could do lock radius. So I already have that brush. You can duplicate the brush and then save whatever settings. I think I have a paint circle one. So all the paint circle one is the regular paintbrush, but why is it not set on lock radius? Oh well. Let's say he had like kind of like brownish eyes or something. Should be able to go, oh, let me go back into the settings. If it's ever square, you just need to change this. Where's the size of it? Roughness, metalness, paint intensity. Lock radius. Alpha. Oh, is it here? Oh, here it is. The scaling. How did I miss that before? So it's the alpha. This is why you're seeing the square. So you need to make this bigger. Oh no, there it is. There's the square. So you want to make it bigger. And I have the fall off. See how it's like feathered, like soft? That's because of the fall off, which is fine. So if I go like that, maybe do X-ray so I can kind of see. So if I do that and then I go black and shiny. Oh, I probably should have done shiny before. Kind of thing. But I'm not really digging it, so that's okay. Black is fine. We'll delete that. Let's save. And also this little tadpole. Let me validate his little eyeballs. And I was thinking I might want to make them smaller. I don't mind them being kind of cockeyed. I shouldn't say that about this frog. No, he looks too evil. I want him to look kind of cute still. I could do the whole frog eye thing, but I don't know if I feel like doing all that. No, they look, the bigger they are, I think the cuter they look. That looks kind of cute. Like, he looks kind of dumb, but I think I like it. So I do want to add some little paint to this rascal. So we'll grab that color, and maybe we want to make it like a lighter color like that. Maybe a little closer to this. I'll just make it a little lighter. And let's use a new layer. So maybe Maybe we'll go here. I think that's pretty cute. We can turn on dynamic topology, and then we can erase and make it nice and cool. That's the only problem. We're getting some artifacts there. It's not great. There's probably a way to fix that, but what if I do it? What if I bring this down to 50? Does that help at all? No. Oh well. I don't think I'm gonna bother with it. Because that looks so bad. I don't like it. So you know what? Maybe I'll just let's do smooth. Maybe I'll just smooth it and just make it like a soft fall off. Oop, I should have disabled this. Luckily it didn't. It wasn't using it. So for the back, maybe I can just try it again. And maybe just try some like little shapes. Oops. So now I can actually turn this off. Excuse me. I can actually turn this off and use erase because now the area around the edge is already changed. So I can erase and it should be pretty clear. And it's not adding anything because we've already added the higher resolution. Okay. All right, so at least he has a little bit of color. Let's disable it, take it off of erase, and maybe we'll just add a little bit around the edges down here. And just smooth it. So I'm using smoothie. That's the smooth tool with 0 intensity, and that's all it is. You can duplicate the smooth tool, turn the intensity down, and you have the same brush. Okay. That looks good. All right, so let's do another layer and just do inside the mouth. So we're going to use a dark. Maybe I'll go with like purplish. Keep it rough so there's not that much light bouncing around in there. Ooh, paint. Thank you. And maybe I'll just smooth it out, the edges. Oh, we need some more down here. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so now the inside of the mouth is nice and dark. I do need to do this character as well. So let's go back to this and just make a new layer in mouth. And maybe I'll just take black. Paint. Thank you. You can see that the mesh is very, very manipulated. That's why it has those like artifacts. So this might not show too well, but it's still good to have the inside of the mouth dark, just for that depth. So now I'll just smooth it lightly. I don't need to do too much. Just smooth it lightly around the edges, so then at least it's dark inside the mouth. The nose, maybe we want to go black for the nose as well. Yeah. I like it. Ooh, I never did the back at all. Dynamic topology. I don't think it needs that much even. Okay, it's looking pretty good. That was a waste. The arms, I think, might be fine, to be honest. Yeah, I think those are good. And for this, maybe we can just take the color of them and just add a little bit of a darker bit along the edges and along the bottom. And then just smooth it out, just to give it a little manual ambient occlusion. And that's it. I'm saving it. So now I want to send it to Blender so I can show you guys the final render. I think it looks really great with Nomad. Let's put back on post-process. Looks great. Make sure my environment is on. I can't see the lights in the eyeballs. If I change the rotation, I wonder if I can get it. No. That's okay. So if I want to bring it over into Blender, all I have to do is I'm going to turn on the grid, make sure I'm looking at the front. Okay, he's on the red line. That's where I want it to be. So now I just need to go through and make everything, bring everything down. So I'm actually going to save it, because once I do this, I'm going to save it as another file. So I can always come back to this file and change whatever I need. So all of these parts, I'm going to go to the gizmo and just bake them where they are. So that's just maintaining the position, the calculation. It's kind of changing the calculation, so everything is permanently where it's going to be. And sometimes you can come into issues. If I was to just bring this to Blender, I would get what is called like a Nomad unskew. And I think that just means that like the positions of the parts don't really match up too well. And it just becomes a real annoyance and a real hassle. So just go to here, and I'm going to start with the lashes and just bake the eyes. If you don't see it, then they don't really need it. You can usually go pivot, center, pivot, and it'll go where they're supposed to go. But why is the eye? Oh, that's the eye dots, those things. Okay, so the eyes, I'm just going to go ahead and validate. And then I'm going to Looks like I don't need to bake. Pivot, center pivot. They're right between the eyes. That's perfect. P1, oh, that's the pupils. So we're going to validate. And I'm just going to name this eye P1. Got an itch. Tadpole. I'm going to make sure that I merge all the layers and then go back and bake it. Do that. Bake that. Tadpole eyes we can validate. And looks like they don't need to be baked. Tadpole pupils. Nose will bake. Body will merge the layers and then bake. Tongue, bake. Teethies. It should straighten out. Pivot, center. Ooh, it's not straightening out. Why? Now, why is that? Pivot auto? Pivot? Maybe that's a better indicator, the auto. So the ears will validate. Oh, these are the ear puffs. That's what I call them. Now, granted, a lot of these things I could use quad remesher and probably get smaller, but I don't want to, but that's really boring. Like the nose, for example, I could probably go into quad remesher, turn on the wireframe. So this is just for the nose, and I'm just going to do half. So it's basically going to cut the resolution in half, but it'll probably still look perfectly fine. All it's doing is going to take some resolution off of the main, the main number count of how large this file is. But the nose is like such a small feature, it doesn't need to be crazy. So we'll leave it there. But anyway, that's how you would do it. Sorry, there's like something, you know, you get that thing stuck in your throat and it just feels like you have like it's almost like getting a piece of like pepper or something stuck in your throat. That's what it feels like for a moment. So I apologize for my random mouth sounds. Okay, so everything, did I bake everything? Nose is good, body is good, tongue, teethies, ear puffs, pivot, auto pivot, that went up. The floor, I'm just going to delete. The lights, I'm going to delete. And then we're good. So now I'm going to GLTF, export all. So I'm going to export. I usually have it like this. I don't know. These are the options that I usually have. Export. And I'll send this to my computer. Okay. So now I'm just going to save it as and just save a new version. And I'm going to open the previous one because the lighting was perfect. But I have to discard the autosave. So I'm going to open it again and it should go back. So now I'm just going to press this and show you this turntable. So now I will change this. I'll show you how it looks in Blender. So it's always some fun renders there, but that's about it. Keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to go more in depth, then definitely check out my Skillshare classes where I am a top teacher. I have about 50 classes, both Procreate and Nomad Sculpt. I also have a few classes on Udemy, so if you want to learn more, or you just like my style, you like the way I teach, you want to support me, those are some other places that you can do it. Thanks again, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video.